Oh, hi! Welcome to Bazzali TV. I'm Davide Bazzali, and today I'm gonna show you how to make the best jam you ever taste in your life. Let's go.
Bazzali TV!
I almost finished to prepare the cherry for my jam. Today we are going to prepare a cherry jam, a plum jam, and also we're gonna make the liqueur with the pits of the fruit because we are going to use everything. I got this tool yesterday and I'm not very satisfied with it. This is a tool that you can use for cherry, you can also use for olives. If you don't have the tool, you can just cut it out and remove the stone in another way. I'm gonna check if some stones of the cherry has remained inside. I think everything is fine. I don't see any stone, I cannot feel it either. Let's see. And here are the cherry. I'm just gonna place it on the stove and I'm gonna wash my hands. We'll start with a medium-high temperature just to not rush it because I don't want the fruit to stick to the bottom and to start to burn. Very important. And you see, I removed the pits before because I want to keep the fruit the most possible whole. You can remove it after, but in that way you will have to crush it. And we are not making jelly, we are making jam. And when you put it on your bread in the morning, you want to feel the texture. Now let's cut my finger. Now we are going to prepare the plum that I already started to. And of course we're gonna keep the pits. As you can see, I cut my plums in chunks. It doesn't really matter because it's gonna just cook. It's gonna be smashed like this. And yes, be attentive, do not cut yourself as I just did. I always thought that jam is something very old. You can imagine that people invented a way to preserve the fruit during winter before the arrival of fridge, etc. But in reality, people start to make jam when sugar became industrial, because before that it was so expensive because it was just arriving from colonies and so it was just cane sugar. It was really something that only the elite of society could have. Probably maximum 3-4 generations before us started to make jam. It's not older than that. Probably before they were just drying the fruits. Oh yes, and after you start the cherry, you should add right away the juice of 1 lemon to prevent the formation of botulin. Perfect. And mix it gently from time to time. Perfetto. I have 2,500 grams of plums. And now we are going to see the weight of the pits. We are going to make a kind of a maraschino with the cherries and a kind of amaretto with the plums. That's how what it's gonna taste. It's really good. It's 230 grams. Perfect. And also I'm gonna see the plum. 100 grams. Perfect. We are going to put in these big jars and now we are going to add the alcohol. Oh yeah, alcohol 94%. I basically have every pot with 100 grams of pits. That means that I will add roughly 300 centiliter of alcohol for each jar. Seeing that I have a very bad memory, I will label each jar to remember the quantity that I put inside. In that way I will remember how much syrup I need to add. So now I will wait 40 days, keeping the jars in a dark, fresh place. The jam are cooking beautifully. The perfume is amazing. So as you can see, there are so many little ingredients, proportion, magic formulas, and I know that sometimes I become a little messy in my way of sharing it. So please go in the description and look there all the recipe with all the proportion. And of course you can also change it. If, for example, you're going to use a cherry that are not in the right period of the time, you're going to be not very good. Meanwhile, you can also push that little button that says subscribe, and in this way you can subscribe to my channel and you will have so many more recipes every week here at Bazzali TV. Now that we have to wait probably another minimum 30 minutes for the total cooking of our jams, it's the perfect moment to sing a song, and I choose a song that is perfect because it's called Mattinata. That means in the morning, and you know, in the morning you are going to eat your jam. But sometimes in the morning there are also other kind of appetite, and this song in a very high way and very poetic basically describes how beautiful it is to make love in the morning.
Un'aurora di bianco vestita, già l'uscio dischiude il gran sol, di già con le rose sue dita, carezza dei fiori lo stuol, commosso da un fremito arcano, in fondo al creato già par, e tu non ti desti ed invano ti sto qui dolente a cantar. Metti anche tu la veste bianca e schiudi l'uscio al tuo cantore. Non sei, la luce manca, dove tu sei, nasce l'amore.
And I will reduce the heat a little bit, because starting from now is gonna be much more possible that it's gonna stick and burn. I'm calling my mother. Pronto? Ciao Rita.
Ciao.
Sei in televisione, anzi sei su internet.
No.
Fai ciao.
Ciao. Non sono neanche pettinata.
Ah, sei bella come un fiore, mamma. Ascolta, sto facendo la marmellata. Ho fatto la marmellata di prugne e la marmellata di ciliegie. Ti chiamavo perché volevo sapere adesso cosa faccio. Le sterilizzo i vasi oppure li metto soltanto capovolti? Perché a me viene sempre solo capovolgendoli.
Io sinceramente non li ho mai sterilizzati. Qualcuno li mette in forno e li fa sterilizzare in forno, però i capi non va bene in forno, si rovinano.
Infatti.
Io li lavo bene bene, li asciugo bene bene, prendi dei fogli di giornale o di altra carta, li metti tutti capovolti, vicini, no? E fai come un pacco, no?
Mi sono dimenticato di metterci noccioli di mela. Because you have to know that if you add the seeds of an apple, it will help to make your jam harder, because they contain pectin, natural pectin, that you can also buy and add. There are so many things to make a very fast jam. But if you have a little time like me, it's much better to just wait and have something that it tastes and it looks like the real thing, like Rita would make at home. Dai, guardiamo se è cotta. Ti metto qua su un attimo. Gonna see if my jam is cooked enough. The best way is to use a plate. You're just gonna put a little bit and you're gonna see if you see this is already dense enough. It could be even harder, but to me this is pretty good.
Sì, va bene, va bene.
Va bene. The expert said yes. Ti faccio vedere quella di ciliegie anche. This one is gonna be for sure a little more liquidy. Let's see. You see, you have the fruit and you have the liquid. Oh shit.
Forse lì è meglio che te li metti i semi.
Ma è troppo tardi adesso, no?
Ma fa scaducerli alla fine, non è che...
Ah, ok. That's a good idea. Just a second. Stai qua un attimo. Beh, anzi, vieni con me. Quanto pensi che deve cuocere adesso, mamma?
Ma non tanto, 10 minuti più o meno.
Ah, ok.
Ma neanche. Quando vedi che addensa, tu togli.
Ok.
Tanto i semi non è che influiscono, cioè nel senso, quando uno li trova li sputa, ecco.
Now that I add the seeds of the apple, I'm gonna let it cook for other 10 minutes. The plum jam is absolutely ready, and it has that amazing smell, a little bit caramelized. So I'm gonna turn it down a little more. E voilà.
Adesso io devo andare.
Ok, ciao mamma, ci vediamo presto, ciao. Pay attention to your hands because it's very hot. It's probably one of the worst burn you can cause yourself. As you can see, we leave it at this maximum. Jars are made with this line because you should never go after that line. Now, following the master recommendation, I'm going to put my jars very close, upside down. She said to use a newspaper. I don't have it. I have this brown paper that I think is gonna work pretty well. And the idea is really to keep the jars very, very hot. In this way. And now I'm just gonna leave it here until tomorrow. It's been a long episode today. It took me around a couple of hours to make my jam, but it was worth it. You see, there are ways to make it much faster, but I really prefer the old way. You wait, you sing, and you take your time, because cooking is also this, is a time spent to do something that you like, making something with love for the people you like. For today it was everything. Please like and subscribe, and if you want, please also leave a comment where you can tell me what is your recipe, what is your magical proportion, or you could also suggest a song that you want to hear with the recipe. Thank you for watching, alla prossima, ciao.
Davide.
Senti, senti.
Bianco vestita.
Tutto un fatto di tecnica. Lui lì perché lui canta molto dentro, allora è molto coperto. Yeah, while I cook the cherry.
C'è l'amor.
Quella era buona.